Welcome back, guys. Hope just swaying along to nice background music. But type this back with another episode of the 13 Randomiser. Last time we finally made some progress and got some battles, beginning to get a few levels on the characters. Got super nice piece of equipment so that Hope is not a squishy little frail thing. And Lightning can do some sizable damage with her plus 50 magic. And actually having magic. So we'll be progressing through the Gapra, hopefully making it all the way through to the end. The final boss for the Gapra is designed to use magic, have all the elementals used against him, because he shifts his elemental weakness and absorptions throughout the fight, and I have access to Blizzard. And Blizzard, and that's it. Which, if I do not pick up a medic role, that's not going to happen. So we'll progress through as far as we can, hopefully getting some nice equipment along the way. See, those goods give 100 CP for that little group. And they weren't too much of a problem to dispatch. I know there is one group of slugs later on, which that's likely to be an issue, because it's like 8 of them, I think. There's a whole heap of them, and they're very, very easily for them to gang up on you and obliterate. I wouldn't be so worried if I had a Ra or Ga level spell, because then, or even Ruinga for Hope, because that way at least, then I could have that and have the enemies disrupted by being launched. And I don't have launch on commandos. I don't even know if Hope is capable of learning launch, because launches normally have a specific animation, and because he can't learn it by default, well, we'll see. I assume there's logics in the randomizer to prevent characters getting abilities that they physically don't have an animation assigned to them, but who knows. Slugs are good XP. Mechanical panther doggo things aren't as good XP, so we'll be ignoring them. But slugs are good. We want slugs. At some point in this area we'll switch out for having Hope as leader, and then Lightning will be in charge. So I guess the reason why Hope is currently party leading this section is that he's trying to be more assertive and grown up and prove that he has value. And Lightning is like, yeah, whatever, kid. You can take lead. You can take point. I'll be backup for you. You got the sea powers like me, I guess you can handle it. Which I guess it's probably a good thing for Hope. He gets a bit of a confidence boost, and Lightning, either way, Lightning is still going to be essentially doing a bit of babysitting. So yes, I'm taking out enemies. These ones I did not intend to run into, but they got ran into, unfortunately. They're, it's 30 XP for those two dudes, and their spoils are meh. That is definitely the big sticking factor of this game, like playing it casually and playing it without having enemy drops randomized. Nice, we got preemptive as well. Is money grinding, because so few enemies drop items that are sell items. Like, you're essentially grinding out the same half dozen, if that, enemies, depending on where you are, and there's like great big chunks of the game where you just don't have access to enemies that drop anything of good value. It's like going through the Arcalite Step in chapter, 11? Aside from grinding Chocobo hot and cold drops, there isn't really much in the way of money grind until you get back to Eden and you can fight the various soldiers and the white Seath things that drop perfume no idea why they drop perfume. Or once you're strong enough, I guess, you can start taking out the adamantids, which is still slow, and you're also looking for their rare drops, so have fun with that. And if you've gone and done the couple of the Seath mission stones, and you've upgraded your adamantids to Longuis, have even more fun, because those guys are, I would say the Longui, that is not good HP level. Alright guys, please kill off these frags before they kill off Hope. It should be good, I hope. 30 damage, yeah, I should be, well, they'll probably do about 60 for Hope, because that was lightning with her protect. Yeah, 50 damage, okay. Don't hit Hope again, and I'll be good. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Good, target lightning. That's good. I have literally survived a battle once with lightning on, who was my lead at the time, on 1 HP. And for like the last 2 ATB gauge refreshers, I was like, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, I can't heal. Because again, I was a randomizer and I didn't happen to have any heals. So, we'll take these dudes out. Oh, those guys are really blind. I was not expecting that to be a preemptive whatsoever. And we got that dude. Refresh the ATB. Get some more attacks in. At least nothing in this area absorbs Blizzard. And nothing in this area absorbs any elemental from memory. There might be some resistances. But if everything absorbed Blizzard, then I would not be doing this area, because lightning would not be working. Oh, well no, she'd be stuck as Commando and not doing much damage. Although I did pick up that accessory for plus 100, are you on like 6 HP? The accessory for plus 100 strength. But I would like a Ravager so I can build chain gauge, so lightning is going to have to stick with her Shaman mark, whatever it was that I had that was plus 50 magic. So let's dodge these dudes. These guys are a lot less valuable for XP, but here is a nice little juicy pool of XP. And again, these guys are really good for their preempts. I guess, I mean, where are the eye stalks on these things? I do wish though that I had something with a bit more AoE, because it would be really good for these preempt strikes, because then you can just nuke and trigger the chain gauge for all of them at once, and then you don't have to worry about the chain gauge depleting before you've staggered them. Because with this one, like, obviously the chain gauge depletes over time until you hit the stagger point, in which case it depletes, but you've got like an extra plus damage. Alright. Nice 100 XP out of those, and some oils. Now there's a treasure chest over there. It is currently guarded by a behemoth. So I'm going to quickly pump that to nearly 600 CP into stats for these guys, because the behemoth is potentially dangerous. Now I was popping everything into here so I could get all the way up to D shell. It is going to be pretty expensive, but there's nothing else on Hope's other grids at the moment that's really worth going for, and D shell is super useful to have. And lightning was going into Ravager? Pretty sure Ravager. I want the loot for her Sentinel. Okay, just double checking that I don't have anything. Evade and Medigard. Okay, yes. I want to get up to Medigard so that lightning is useful as a Sentinel. Even if she's... oh, she's getting a bit more HP now. So, let's pump all the levels in. Again, that's going to be fairly expensive to get her there. Okay, I'm a bit happier with Lightning's HP level now. Hope is still squishy, and Hope also has all of that extra HP from the accessory. Alright, Behemoth. I'm pretty sure from memory you are immune to curse, so I can't curse you, unfortunately. I might stagger you before you die? I'm not actually sure. Your stagger level is fairly high by the look of it. And I'm not like super... Okay, so 100 and something damage to Hope, not great. Given that I have 0 potions left, that is definitely not great whatsoever. Okay, I might stagger you before you kill off Hope. Just don't lunge Hope and I'll be good. Oh, ouch. Okay, so Hope can take 1 or 2 more hits, maybe 2, if I'm very, very, very lucky. Don't move next to lightning. Stay the hell away from her, mate. But I should be able to beat you. Okay, he's going to strike him. Great. Okay, cool. I can take 1 more hit, I believe. Keep switching the ATBs to get the paradigms to get the ATB refresh. And by the look of it, I will stagger it just and then immediately kill it almost. Which happens so much in this game. You spend all the effort bloody building up your chain gauge to stagger it, and then by the time it staggers, you kill it. Yeah, 30 CP from you. You are not worth killing. Alright, what do we get out of this? Loot box, and we get a Magisterial Crest. Is that an upgrade? That's an upgrade, and that's a very nice upgrade. Woo! Hell yeah. Actually, what was the other equipment that I had on you? You know what? I'll go with the theory of obliterate everything and then worry about defense. If the things can't hurt me if they're dead already. So we'll go with all of the stats. And that is significantly more, yeah, definitely more magic stat than you're supposed to have at this point in the game. Even for Hope, who's like the mage character. HP levels are about average for what it should be. Alright, so we've got a group of 6 of these little buggers. Who unfortunately we did not get the jump on. Let's see if we can beat these guys without them killing me. Well, 1 down. Okay, so now we know that in 1 level of the ATB gauge, Lightning and Hope will be able to obliterate at least 1 frag leech, which is good. That's an improvement on last time. So Lightning will always target whoever Hope's targeting, because the Ravager will always target whatever the Commando is targeting, but different Commandos in the party, they will target whoever the hell they want to. So, like, if you want to make sure you're targeting... I'm not sure what happens when you have control of the Ravager and your Commando is the backup. I assume the Commando is smart enough to target the same thing that your Ravager is, which is building the chain gauge. Okay, dodge the Behemoth because you are very not worth it. You guys are worth it because you're guarding a treasure chest. I don't think that treasure chest is going to have anything quite as juicy as that nice Magisterial Crest with that plus 200 magic. And I'm going to bet that it's some trash tier not accessory, but some component item which I won't even have a chance to use. Yes. Okay, so fully targeting Lightning, they really don't like her. I guess given that she's doing a heck of a lot of damage to them, that's not surprising. These things are just weird. I don't quite get what their biology is meant to be. other than like they're sort of like a floating, yeah, floating injection needle, I guess. They're creepy. And there's more creepy ones down on ground pulse. Oh, yeah, that's much better XP than fighting the behemoth. And significantly easier. Alright, perfect conductors. Right, that was indeed a useless item for me. Because, yep, I have absolutely no idea where I'll get access to item upgrading. Not that I'm likely to be doing that, given that I can get late game and can really afford to pump in the... okay, so we've got a guaranteed fight against Behemoth and 2 doggos. Got a little bit more XP, so we'll just do it just to be safe. Oh, Hope can do a little bit more damage. Man, Hope's strength stat for not having any physical is a little bit annoying. Alright, Ravager. Ravager. So if I do that low level, that means that lightning... Ooh, do I want HP for this fight? No, can't get it anyway. So boosting the roll level boosts the roll's ability, so Commandos, you get a little bit of boost to damage. Ravagers, you get a little bit of boost to chain gauge build up. Sentinels, okay, get rid of the ads, and then worry about the big thing. Okay, not quite. Thought that was going to kill it. Okay. Get rid of these guys, and then hopefully that Behemoth decides to spread his attacks out a bit. Okay, good. That's not too bad. Lightning now has 200 more magic than what she had last time. No, she's slightly more than 200 because she's got a little tiny bit more leveling up. So this should work well. Please don't hit Hope. Good. Okay, just spread your attacks out between the 2 guys again. That would be lovely. Cool. Lightning takes a step back when she starts casting magic, which means that she should stay out of range a bit better, whereas Hope just stays put. Okay, cool. I can take another hit. Although Lightning does not have her auto protect, which she did have on the previous fight. Because having the extra attack is, I'd say that is better. And this one, I don't think I'll stagger him. Okay, Determination mode, please. Ooh, that was painful. Alright.
I'm sorry. I can't do this.
I was really hoping that wouldn't hit. Let's retry that one. Or I was actually really hoping that Hope would have been able to get the last few attacks off and kill it before it killed him.
Gotta show what I've made of.
Yep. So we get rid of the sides again. Because the less things to stagger, the better. Alright, that's going better. Okay, get rid of that one. I held off a bit so that Hope didn't waste his projectiles on the other one, which Lightning was going to kill. Alright, cool. That's not good. That hit both of them. That HP level was not great. Should still be good. It is a shame though that Hope's grid has all his HP nodes seem to be about less than 10 HP per stat grain, which is really, really bad. So he is going to be relying on having HP accessories, at least for a long while. And ultimately his stat HP total is going to be pretty average, I'd say. So he's probably not going to be in the final party for... Ouch. Final party for the final boss if his HP is too low. Just because he's going to spend too much time dead. Okay, guy. Please look at Lightning, don't look at me. Okay, please, 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 please. Good, good. Okay, phew. Alright. I knew he'd be able to die. Oh, some antidotes. Okay, well, I don't think I'll ever use those.
Gotta be strong.
I really don't think I've ever really used status items in this game, aside from Phoenix Downs, obviously. Okay, so let's head downwards. And now we have the lower levels with the really pretty glowing flowers.
Feral creatures here too.
I like this area for its design with all the glowing bioluminescence, and tutorial for something that appears literally on... Come here, you bastard. Where have we got to? Oh man. The one time you want to hit the enemy. I like the bioluminescent glowing stuff in this area. And yes, you get a tutorial for this for like literally this one little tiny area with the mechanic where for some of the sections you have to defeat the enemies to unlock the gates. And then that's it. It's like it's never used anywhere else, it's just for here. And there's I think some treasures that are locked off behind that. So yeah, so you got to defeat enemies. Alright. Oh, I guess those antidotes might be useful, given this enemy can poison you. But given you get healed after every battle, it doesn't matter. Those guys will have trash drops anyway. Okay. You know, I probably didn't need to do that first one. Whoops. So these guys are poison related. So they'll poison you, and then they have an attack that does extra damage if you're poisoned. just push your body out of the way there, mate. Take him for a ride. So not having... you're supposed to have hope with cure, and I'm pretty sure he's supposed to have access to a sooner by this point. Which is like, the whole idea is that you use hope to cure the status ailments, except... obviously, that's not an option with 0 medics available to me. So I just have to make sure that they kill everything before it kills me. Which is not too much of an issue. It's like with the offensive capabilities that I have, but the HP totals of my guys is definitely a concern. And unless I get very lucky with some drops, I'm probably not going to be able to deal with the final boss for this area. Okay, you completely whiffed your attack there. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Whatever. He's dead anyway. Didn't need to... oh, I do have an AoE attack with the Kurska. I forgot about that. So that could become necessary. So these groups of doggos, not really worth fighting. They are a little bit annoying to deal with compared to these guys over here.
Just block out everything else.
They're almost impossible to get back attacks on the dogs without using Decept Soul, which I'd rather not waste.
Way to go.
And cross them. Nope. Oh well.
Take that.
I was hoping to hit the curse to stabilize the chain gauge before the preemptive chain boost ran out on them. Oh hey, that guy's cursed. So curse means that they are a lot less likely to interrupt my guys' attacks, and they'll get interrupted constantly or way easier with my attacks. And vigilance is the opposite of curse, that protects against it. Alright. And I think vigilance increases the odds. Let's see, what do we got? We get some titanium tubes. Cool. If they sell for a lot, they might get sold. More slugs! I like slugs. And these are pretty slugs. They're not quite as fun as giant African snails. I remember as a kid, I went somewhere that happened to have those snails like out in the wild, and like as a kid, it's like you go poke, poke on the little heads. Although, in the case of these snails, they're like bigger than my hand as a child. And it's like, they're very entertaining for as a little kid. Like, you poke them and they stick in their eye stalks, and like, they're just so much larger than any type of snail that I'd ever seen beforehand. Obviously, you do not want them in Australia because they would be a giant pest in both senses of the word. And Australia has more than enough pests to deal with. What with cane toads, cats, rabbits, foxes, pigs, buffalo, agasol, various weeds, etc., etc. Cane beetle, I think, is also in there. And that was why we brought cane toads over. We were like, cane toads, excellent. They eat this beetle that's eating this very valuable crop. And then it's like, oh shit. These things have gone everywhere and they're poisonous and they're killing off our local wildlife. Oops. They're eating all the frogs, and it's sort of, I guess, like a common tale. Like, you hear people playing golf with cane toads, like you all whacking them with golf clubs, and it's like, that's a very, very bad idea. Cane toads have poison sacs at the back of their head, and please start hitting hope, not lightning, mate. So if you go at them with your golf club, thank you, that was a really good stun. You're likely to spray poison, or get the poison to spray up into your face, which very bad. You don't want that. Okay, good. Phew. I wasn't paying too much attention on that fight, but he went down easier than the other behemoth. He staggered very fast.
We've tripped the security.
And we've tripped the security, which is fine. Okay, I don't think we're going to have that much more in the way of enemies. Alright, so up here. There is a fight that I'm a little concerned about. And it's this pile of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 slugs. There's 10 of them, and that requires 10 ATB charges before I can deal with them. So, sort of hoping that I can survive. Alright. Fade. Want evade, and I want Mediguard, and then I'll start putting stats into another grid. So, we'll take one shot at these guys. 2 Deceptor Souls, that's not great. We'll take one shot at these guys, and if I can't see myself to beating them, I will call it for the day and do a little tiny bit of grinding off camera, and then come back to say hello to these slugs next time. So let's see. Switch to Kurska. Hopefully that's I missed out on hitting them all. So hopefully with a bunch of them cursed, that'll mean that they stagger a bit better, or stop hitting me. Oh Jesus, that's not good HP. That's bad. I really do wish I had like Blitz or a Gut Magic on Lightning. And there I am dead. With 2, 4, 6 of them still alive. Okay, I got rid of 40% of them, and that was on a preemptive. So I think I do need to do a little tiny bit of grinding before I can take on those sluggos. Because I have access to easier packs of slugs, I'll go take out the easy slugs and then come back, and next time you'll see me, it'll be in front of that pack of slugs, ready for a little bit of revenge. Until next time, hope you guys are enjoying this, and this is Type This Out. Bye!